Hey Gov Gang, and welcome to Path of Exile video. Today we're looking at the new build I've been working on. Now if you've been following my channel for this league, you realise I've had a bit of a problem with some builds, and was looking for a cheap, clear build to clear my maps, and then my boss would go in and kill the boss, kill the metamorph. So that was the general idea, and I was looking around on PoE Ninja and I couldn't find anything I really wanted to try and look into, and some of them were real expensive. Most clear builds are high multi-X bow builds and they just decimate stuff, or they're high investment minion builds, which I don't like minions. Yeah, call me a hypocrite if you want. I know you can see the stone golems on the screen. And then during the course of one of Bela Mage's streams, someone mentioned Death Wish skill. Now the Death Wish skill comes from one item and one item only, and that is the helm designed by the GGG staff member Bex. If you don't know who Bex is, then you're playing the wrong game. Oh, let's move on. Let's get to the seriousness. What's this build all about? Well, the idea is we blow up our minions. So let's get into the gear. Now I've invested about 450C into this character, and that's it. I'm done. The helm requires us to be level 73, so we are level 73 just. I am res capped, but chaos resist is lacking, and that is due to not wanting to invest any more into this build. So this is the Death Wish skill on the helm, and we're buffing that Death Wish skill with the gems inside the helm. I have brought most of the gems. One's looking like this, no quality, level 17-ish. I've brought from Lily and then leveled as I've been leveling, either in the gear or in offhand weapons. So let's have a look. We've got the helm, Maw of Mischief. Excuse me, we're buffing the Death Wish skill with Divergent Cruelty, burning damage, anomalous combustion, and awakened unbound ailments. I brought it as a level 10 quality, and I qualitied it myself. We brought a cheap Aegis Aurora with Purity of Element. We stuck a Purity of Elements, Determination, and the Enlighten I've had, I brought ages ago and I've leveled it myself. I brought it as a 20% level 1, I think, and through using Tora in research with a 200 million XP for a gem, and then just playing loads of different characters, we've managed to get it to level 3. So this gem moves depending on which character I'm playing. We've got our scepter that we found off the floor, and in there we've got our Defiance Banner, Tempest Shield, and Tempest Shield is buffed with Ignite Prolif. We have got a Barracks Respite, which is part of the build, so you need 3 uniques. You need the Barracks Respite, Aegis Aurora, and Maw of Mischief. Everything else is kind of optional. We've got a ring here that I happen to have in my stash for the strength and the cold resist. Everything else is a buff, so even the life roll is extra. After that, nothing else is required. It's basically a stat stick. This ring is whatever you need it to be. If you need stats, grab stats. If you need resist, grab resist. If you need both, get a ring that covers both. The boots I brought from trade to help out a little bit with the chaos resist. It cost me 5C. I put the dex roll on there myself. I haven't blessed it, as you can see, because again trying to keep this low investment. And in the boots we have our castle damage taken, Molten Shell, Infernal Cry by itself, and Frostblink by itself. In the gloves, again we just brought these from trade, about 25C ish. I whacked the dex on there myself by looking for a pair of gloves that had an empty suffix. In here we've got our Arcanis brand with Purifying Flame, Flammability, and Flame Surge. Excuse me. And then a belt, again I happen to have it in my tabs, and it is there for the strength, life / energy shield and resists. Everything else is whatever. Flasks, we've got horrible flasks. I just rolled this. I 20% quality. This dropped on the floor. Whacked a 4 glass blows on there, and then kept rolling with ults until I hit a bleeding immunity roll. And that was it. This I had in my stash tabs from one of my other characters. This we picked up during the campaign. I ID'd it from the quest reward, and that's what we ended up with. We rolled this one just for something, and we rolled this one. This came from the quest as well, actually. So they're not great. They're not rolled really. So they all need kind of, again, it's down to an investment thing. The chest is a Skin of the Lords with Elemental Overload, obviously corrupted, and you can only put corrupted gems in there. So all of these gems I brought as they are. Minion Life was level 1, 23%. Convocation, again, level 1, 23. Same with the Stone Golem gem, level 1, 23. Elemental Army, level 1, 23. Empower I brought at level 2, I think. 20%, and then the +2 from the Skin of the Lords, and then I brought this Enhance as it is, level 3, 22. So that's the Stone Golems, as you can see. Stone Golems, yay! That's the gear. Let's look at the tree. We haven't Uber ascended because we're only 73. So we first, normal lab, we took Shaper of the Flames. Cruel lab, we took Master of Discord to get the mana regen. And then we took Liege of the Primordial as our Merc lab. The tree I levelled as is, aside from spending some of the campaign refund points just to rejig points as and when, and then to fit in the cluster jewel when I was at the right level / had a bit more currency to invest. So we came straight up through here to Deep Wisdom, over here for the Heart and Soul wheel. We came up through here, picked up Mystic Bulwark for the mana regen, through the jewel socket so we could put in our first where is it, up here, Primordial Might. I brought all Primordial gems from trade. We then came across here, picked up the life, and then we went all the way around these int nodes to pick up the life down here, Purity of Flesh, and to pick up Sovereignty with the Reservation Efficiency Mastery. After that, we came down here again for more life and the curse effect, and picked up the other jewel socket on the tree. By this point, my DPS was lacking because we were leveling with Purifying Flame. I can't remember what support gems I had in it, but it was quite nice. So I picked up this Breath of Flames wheel and the Fire Exposure Mastery. We picked up this Holy Fire wheel, and by that point we had our Stone Golems, so we got Golem Commander. No, we didn't. We got Lord of the Dead first, then the Golem Commander wheel with the Minion Defense Mastery. And then as we leveled, we just filled out the rest of the tree. We came through here first. We did this bit first. We then picked up Sanctuary for the elemental resists, not the block, just for the resist, because the resist has helped me resist cap, again due to not wanting to invest too much. We picked up our cluster jewel from trade with Primordial Bond, Brazen and Pillage, Rotten Claws. We do not take Rotten Claws. Ideally Rotten Claws would be at the back, and we don't take it. We are literally taking Brazen, Pillage, Primordial Bond and the 2 sockets, so we end up with 2 Primordial Mights in our cluster jewel, and then I slotted the third one in here, and this one's got Corrupted Blood, cannot be inflicted on us. So that's the 3 Primordial Jewels, and then we picked up an Anima Stain. Now because we've got the other 3 Primordial Jewels, this means we can have +2 to our Golems. After we did all that, we came down here and picked up Tylus for the reduced cost of skills, Arsonist, and then we went through the Minion Wheel, which I should have picked up earlier, because it gives us Righteous Army and Spiritual Aid. I should have picked those up a lot earlier, but I didn't because I didn't realise it was part of the build. Stupid Garth. And then we got Redemption. So that's where we're at level 73. We've killed Kitava. We've done all the passives in the campaign. So yeah, that's the gear. That's the passives. The way I've got my toolbar set up, I have all my auras hidden on the control secondary thing with our golems, because our golems, when they die, they summon themselves. So. And then we've got Frostblink in my normal place. I don't use left click to move. I have medical conditions, so I can't hold down the button, which is why when I'm doing my builds, you'll never see anything on left click, because I don't use it. I only use it to pick up loot, and I move the mouse to direct my build. I'm using, as you can see there, D button to move around. Arcanist Brand, Infernal Cry, Deathwish, and Convocation. I've already got a map open here. I cleared it a bit and then I died. So I restarted the video because I realised I had woefully low resists. So we sorted that out, and now we're going to continue the map. The map atlas is looking like this. Mostly Jun here, 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 here. Metamorph and Blight up here. Some down here. Essences all over the place. Boxes here. Boxes down here, and then we've blocked all of this lot and blocked all of this lot. The only thing we've left open is Metamorph and Blight. I also do have Wellspring of Creation because I'm trying to level my totem build. It's level 92 and it's a glass cannon build, so I've taken that just to help that level. Normally I wouldn't have this on there, and we'd be using Blight and Metamorph Scarabs. That's where I'd normally run it. As for the Atlas itself, we're 115 of 115 with 4 Void Stones. So yeah, let's get into the map. The map was rolled with 2 mods, lots of totems, and something else I can't remember, and we've got an Iron Heart on there. So as you can see, I cleared it a little bit and then I died and thought, huh, that's unusual. I wasn't resist capped. I haven't used the Sentinel. I'm probably not going to. So the idea is we run around, go into a pack, Convocation, and then blow up the minions. We don't want to blow up all of our minions unless we're taking on a boss, because they have a 4-second timer. So they resummon themselves. I'm going after the Metamorphs here. So we go in, Infernal Cry, Convocation to bring the minions in. If the mobs are left, then at that point we would blow them up. Like now. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. The power charges are being generated by this ring. They're not part of the build. It is just something extra I had on that ring in my stash tabs. I'm not relying on them, and they're not really part of the build. So blow them up. I'm finding that in my play that this isn't really a clear build. It's more of a bossing build. The idea is you run into the boss, summon the minions, and then everything dies, as you can see. Again, this damage would be a lot better if we put some more investment in there. The YouTube video that Bailey looked at, I didn't keep a copy of it unfortunately, was amazing. Oh, don't release the essence yet. There we go, 5 golems. There we go. I'm not a fan of this build, even though I spent 400C on there. Again, it's not a great investment by some people, but you know, I don't like it. This is why I don't like minion builds. They seem very slow. I'm thinking of also dropping the Tempest Shield, because we are not going for block cap. I'm on the wrong filter. Oh well, never mind. So I was thinking about going for Glancing Blows block cap, but again, that takes a lot of damage. I'm not really looking for another glass cannon build. So my mana's going down because I activated too many brands. I'm also portraying this build quite badly because this is the first time in my PoE career I'm playing minions. So I am woefully bad at all the different things you need to do for a minion build. Boom. I mean, it does work. It's fun. It was brilliant leveling. It was great, but that was with leveling uniques, which are basically overpowered. It's not until I got through Act 10 Katava using mostly leveling uniques and rares that I had laying around / crafted using essences to get me through the campaign. Just going to concentrate because again, yikes. Get rid of that totem. There we go. Map cleared. Let's try the metamorph. Yeah, so I got Act 5 Katava down, and then I had a Goldrim on and other leveling uniques. Yes, I'm being very picky. We're not having that. Gee whiz. Oh, Arcane Buffer. Yay, great. Let's kill this then, hopefully. Wait for him to resummon while I run around like a nutter and die. Yep. Oh, I do not like this build. And this is why I'm recording the video. It is a great skill, and with more investment in it and better gear and probably a knowledge of how to play minions would help. But I'm probably going to sell the gear and split it up, and unless Baylor can come up with a better way of doing it in his SSF restart on League Start gear. He's going through that now, and I am happy to admit that I'm going to be stealing some of his tech to see what he does with it to make it good. So many elements. Well, they're not elements because otherwise they would be immune. There we go. Second time lucky. That's I think there's 3 portals to get that down, and I'm on the wrong filter. Please don't take any attention to the filter. So that's the build in its current state. The way I've done it, it's absolutely trash. Don't copy my build. My version of the build, it sucks. I do suggest, however, if you're interested in playing this build, to go and look up a PoE Ninja or go and follow Baylor. He's posting updated videos as he goes through his SSF League restart journey. He's done the first video that was put out yesterday. It is currently Friday morning, 8 AM local time. He did it yesterday as his first one, and he's going to probably do another one in the next few days. So keep an eye out on him. I'm not going to do another video unless on this build, unless I can find a way of making it good and a way I enjoy it, and then I'll invest a couple more 100 chaos once I've got it. I haven't sold anything. I've not been doing a lot of trading because I've not really been playing a lot. Very sporadically, I've been doing some baby heist, endless heist stuff to generate some currency, but nothing major. I'm hoping to do a lot on my Delve build and put out the final update for that on Monday. That's in 3 days time. Tomorrow, that's Saturday, about this time, I think. I've got a countdown somewhere. Let's find the countdown. There it is. Yeah, about this time in 24 hours is going to be the Fated Connections podcast over on Catmaster OP's TV, Twitch TV channel. It's usually a great laugh. Bailey's going to be on there, so if you've got any questions about this build, I'm sure I'll be happy to answer you. Just at him and ping him and make him work for his podcast, so he doesn't play the game while he's in the podcast. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great time in Rogue Harbour. I'll see you in the next one.